Unpuzzled Parents Connect held its first Spectrum Color Run at Williamstown Elementary, drawing hundreds of people out to support autism acceptance and inclusion. Our Peyton Brooker was in Williamstown to check out the Color Run.
Unpuzzled Parents Connect held its first Spectrum Color Run at Williamstown Elementary, drawing hundreds of participants to support autism acceptance and family resources in the Mid-Ohio Valley. Founder Whitney Price said around 500 people registered for the first annual event.
It's called the Spectrum of Color Run, and since autism is a spectrum, we thought what better way to celebrate the end of Autism Acceptance Month than a fun color run.
Price said that the event included inflatables and other activities along with sensor-friendly options to make sure everyone could be involved. Price said the Color Run is also a fundraiser to help Unpuzzled to expand its programs as more families seek support.
This fundraiser is to help expand our programs. We have grown so much throughout the Mid-Ohio Valley, and with that comes a lot of new additional members and a lot of kids that need extra support.
For parents like Rebecca Flynn, events like this by Unpuzzled can help mean finding support from the community from others.
If you're just finding out that somebody you love has autism or any other mental disability or anything, it's a good place for resources, whether or not you don't know, like, you start out alone. Like, you do have a good resource with your family, some friends and everything, but it grows. You have people who understand what you're going through, and it's amazing how many different people you come across.
With around 500 people being registered here for Unpuzzled Parents Connect's first ever Color Run, Whitney says this is a great event for anybody of all ages.
When we think about inclusion, we want to lead with the world of acceptance. That's our ultimate vision. And what does that look like? Well, we want to lead with more events like this to show people what inclusion and what inclusive events should look like for our kids. And we want to do that beyond the month of April. So it's actually pretty special that we chose this to be May 2nd as our end of April celebration, but also to show that inclusion is not just 1 month of the year. This is something that should last us throughout the entire year.
This is Peyton Brooker in Williamstown, WTAP News. This is home.